Okay, so first, for those of that have been missing my videos, one of the reasons you've been missing them is because I've been doing them live inside the Facebook Habit group. So if you're not in the group, you haven't been seeing my live videos for the past 10 days. Speaking of 10 days, it is day 10 of 66. Boom! For the going live for 66 days challenge that I'm doing for myself on the 66-day challenge. We've been talking about the habit loop. We talked about how our cues, and if we make them obvious, can help to spur on our cravings that we're making attractive, to generate the responses that we are making easy. And that's what we're talking about today. It's about making it easy. First, you may have noticed last Saturday I wore a Superman shirt, and this Saturday I'm wearing a Batman shirt. This is part of Superhero Saturdays. And that's not really a thing. However, what it is my commitment on the weekends to making sure that I am still committing myself to the superhero habit, the superhero behavior that I am working to build in my life, right? Like, it's so easy to be consistent when our calendars are regular, and it's a lot less easy to be consistent when our calendars deviate for a reason. Maybe we're on a work trip, maybe we're on vacation, maybe we are going into the weekend. What is it that's deviating your calendar? And so Superman, for the longest time, was my favorite superhero. For the longest time, he might still be my favorite superhero to some degree. He's the Boy Scout. He's the one that loves to do the right thing no matter what that thing is. He wants to make sure that the right thing is done. Batman, however, has really influenced a lot of my decor, right? Like, it's the shirt I'm wearing today. It's all the journals that I keep for all the notes I use at work seminars. And there's a big reason for that. And the reason is that every single one of us, given the right frequency, the right dedication, the right efforts, consistent behaviors, consistent habits, all of us could be Batman. Like, we might not have the money for the cool toys, we might not have all those amazing flying gizmos and gadgets, but I would bet you that if Bruce Wayne didn't have those things, he would still have figured out a way to go out there and fight crime, right? Because that's who he is at his core. That's what he felt like he needed to do to make sense and make justice out of the world. And in many ways, that's us, right? Like, we have our core, we have our identity, we have the person that we want to become, and we need to figure out a way to build our habits, to stack our habits in such a way to make ourselves be successful. We are a product of the habits that we have created in our lives. And 50% of our activities day to day are spurred on by our habits. Like, literally, when I wake up in the morning, it goes a little bit like this. I wake up, I get out of bed, I put on my workout clothes, I go downstairs, I let the dogs out of the house, I brew my coffee, I go downstairs and work out, I let the dogs back into the house. Actually, sometimes I let the dogs in before I work out, depending on how anxious they are to be with me, right? And then I take the coffee upstairs, I shower and I get ready, I get dressed, and I go to work, right? Like, that's my morning. And that doesn't change. Like, I brush my teeth in there too, by the way, right? Like, brushing your teeth in the morning keeps your friends. Remember that. Habits make up 50% of our daily activities. So what behavior do you need to form, and are you making it easy enough? A lot of times where we're starting these challenges and we're starting to do something that is new in our lives, we've got these big ambitions. I want to lose this amount of weight, so I'm going to start running a mile a day. I want to get a six pack, so I'm going to start doing this many sit-ups a day. And I want to study every single day, so I'm going to get up and read a chapter of a book. Well, sometimes the chapters vary in size. Sometimes they're 3 pages, and sometimes they're 50 pages. Right? So how can we make that habit consistent? And more importantly, how can we make that new behavior easy? One approach is what's called the 2-minute rule. Initially, in order to spur yourself along and to make that habit easy, you want to make sure that the new activity is less than 2 minutes long. So, for instance, when I started working out every single morning, the initial step wasn't just to go out and walk a mile or run a mile or bike a mile. The new habit was to get up and exercise. Just get on the bike and go for a little bit. If my muscles hurt too much the next day and I can't do it, then I'm not going to do it. So, I have mornings still that I wake up, I'm like, man, my legs are a little sore from yesterday. My arms are a little sore from yesterday. Like, I'm tired. I don't want to work out. What am I going to do? And for me, it's not a matter of, am I going to work out? It's just really how long. So I'm going to put on my clothes. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to brew the coffee. I'm going to go into the basement. I'm going to jump on the treadmill or jump on the exercise bike, or I'm going to pick up the weights, right? Like, I'm going to do one of those. And how long? And 99% of the time I start doing it, I end up doing more than I thought I was going to do, because I started the behavior. It's a matter of getting there. It's getting up and doing the things that you have put into place by tracking your cues, figuring out what it is that helps make that cue attractive, and making sure that it is easy to implement in your life. Like, we're setting out the gym clothes the night before. We're putting out those shoes. There's nothing to think about. I don't have to go digging in the dark for these things. I've got the book that I'm going to read once I finish my shower, sitting at the seat that I'm going to sit at next to my laptop, right? Like, so I know I'm going to put those 20 pages in every single day because that's what I do. That's part of creating a habit and a behavior that's easy and consistent, and something that you can do to stack success in your life. What are you doing to help create success in your life? First thing that you should be doing is joining our Facebook group, because if you've been missing these videos in any way, shape, or form, or want to go back and be able to watch them, the best place to do that is find them in the Facebook group. I'm sharing this outside of the Facebook group today because I want you all to get that additional invite. Thank you all for watching. Join me in becoming Batman. I'm Batman. No, I'm Batman. There's going to be a lot of Batmans out there. And I'll see you tomorrow.